I escaped the UK to build a business from scratch. Here's what happened. This isn't some passive income fantasy or a get rich quick scheme. And it's definitely not some fad that's here today and then vanishes tomorrow. What I'm trying to build is something real. And I'm sharing with you the truth of what it actually looks like when you're starting over again from abroad, outside your home country with no real plan B. Back in April 2025, I left the UK with my girlfriend to start a new life abroad. Not because we were burnt out, but because I made a decision. If I was ever going to live a life on my own terms, I just had to leave. So we relocated to North Macedonia for just under 3 months. Cheap rent, no distractions, perfect for getting your head down, and that's where we laid the foundation for what I'm doing right now. But now we are in Albania, not your typical digital nomad kind of hub. It's kind of quiet for the Western world. It's affordable, and it gives me the space I need to go all in on the business that we've just created. By the way, if you're new here, hit subscribe. This series will follow kind of like the exact plan I'm taking. No fluff, just the real journey. But anyway, right now I'm in phase 2 of my journey. I've figured out how to make money online and I've set up the online business, but I'm far from safe. I'm kind of stuck in that middle zone, if that makes sense. Like revenue's just started to come in, but it's nowhere near enough. I'm still kind of trading time for money, which is fine, but the goal is to build systems, stabilize cash flow, and remove myself from the day-to-day. But the real turning point was like just a couple of weeks before we left North Macedonia. I got a breakthrough from a dental clinic. I've been doing outreach for weeks, getting some good interest from some, but then like ghosted, ignored, maybe even blocked by a few people in some cases. But out of nowhere, someone who I know personally, who turned me down like originally, came back and finally said, actually this is perfect for what we need right now, we would like to move forward. And that point there for me was the first time it felt real. It wasn't just a dream, it wasn't just an idea, it wasn't just like a plan. We had a real client for the first time and a real problem to solve, and with real money coming in, or will be coming in. So yeah, our business, just to give you context, is called Apex Integrate. So it's a remote receptionist service for service-based businesses. So we kind of specialize in helping aesthetic clinics, dental clinics, med spas, and any kind of beauty or health enhancement services. Now, why? Basically because I have over 10 years of experience in hiring top quality talent, and my girlfriend and our business partner has been working in the medical and beauty industry for over five plus years. So it made perfect sense to go into an industry where we kind of have like an unfair advantage in. Not just that though, but clinic owners right now are under a lot of financial pressure. Probably a lot of owners in general actually. Wages are up, taxes are up, but patient and customer spending is down. But their team is overworked, still answering phones, managing bookings, following up leads, all while trying to deliver a great in-person experience. But it's hard for them to do both. How many times have you been to your dentist or doctors or whatever, and a receptionist like juggling 3 different things at the same time? So much so that they're probably dropping the ball or, running behind on their tasks. So we help businesses find top tier talent to deal with everything that's not in-house. So we train them, plug them into the systems, manage them. We cover holidays, sickness, absences, everything. And it comes to around about half the cost of hiring someone in-house. once you factor in things like national insurance, holiday pay, sick pay, pension contributions, let's forget all the other bonuses like, you know, uniform, stationery, all the other expenses like staff parties or whatever, to kind of keep them happy. Yeah, we originally first tried creating an AI voice agent, and kind of automations at first, but it just didn't work. And I don't think it'll ever work in this sector because patients want to be reassured, they want human warmth, they want connection. AI voice agents can't calm someone down as well as someone scared about filler or dental surgery, or take payment over the phone, as good as a human. And when or if AI does become as good as a human, I'm sure there's a good chance that regulators will implement a rule to make AI say something like, "Hi, I'm an AI voice agent," which will initially instantly make customers and patients feel like they're not special. Like, have you ever been on the phone to a bank, and you're first put through to an AI kind of, I don't know, call service, and it's like, you know, press 1 for this, press 2 for this, press 3 for this, and you're just like, oh, please just put me through to a bloody human being. And then when you do get through to a human being, it's someone put through to someone in like India or Pakistan with like a strong accent to understand. And yeah, you're just like, why do I bother calling? So we wanted to avoid that. So what we offer is real people, vetted by us with understandable accents, hired by us, trained by us, supported by us, and ready to do both inbound and outbound calls for businesses. So we handle inbound leads but also do outbound campaigns as well, which is a game changer. I don't think anybody does that in our sector from what I know. It's not just a call center handling company, if that makes sense. It's a revenue support partner, and overflow partner as well. But yeah, we built this from scratch. We've now signed real clients, and now we're making real money. Not loads, but enough to see that this could actually work. And by the way, if you're finding this interesting, hit the like button. It really does help the channel and helps other people discover this journey, and hopefully maybe inspire them and inspire you too, and gives me more incentive to do more videos like this when I get good traction. But anyway, with this, don't get me wrong, with this business, it's not easy. I've had to figure out like how to train someone, like not on our systems but on other, you know, company systems, other clinic systems, which yeah, is a different ball game. You know, I've had to build websites from scratch, create sales processes, build systems, and with this particular model, the sales cycle is really slow. Like when you start out, you don't have much credibility, so people just ghost you after saying I'm interested. That is the real frustrating part, for sure, when you get like a lead or a sense of hope, and then you send messages or emails and then they just disappear off the face of the earth. Like, just like, why be so rude? But look, this is, I suppose, part of business. But yeah, this is something that you will experience if you start to build your own thing. And yeah, like you'd give someone a no-brainer offer and they just vanish because they don't respect you, essentially. It's exhausting, but I suppose it's better than being in the UK, stuck in autopilot or survival modes, just living for the weekend. I'll take this any day of the week. This challenge is much more exciting, and when you're in a place like this, you don't mind so much. But anyway, so here's what I'm doing now to hopefully now scale the business. I'm building cold outreach systems like cold emails, direct messages, eventually do cold calling. now training my team so I can step back from all the kind of tedious and repetitive tasks. I'm creating more video content on Instagram, now going to be posting more on LinkedIn to hopefully attract more inbound leads, and yeah, focus on real recurring revenue and real businesses that can do proper contracts essentially. And mostly just making sure our systems and our service is top quality so we can get more testimonials and more referrals, so we essentially don't have to do marketing. Felt like somebody just shot something then. Blew something up, but hey look, this is Albania for you. Oh gosh. But anyway, talk about Albania. Why Albania? To put it simply, it was the most affordable place to go in Europe during the summer holidays, outside of North Macedonia, on Airbnb, which had a brilliant view like this. I love a good view. So yeah, we're in Vlore right now, so on the coast of Albania. It's kind of like a chill, cheaper European version of Tampa Bay, Florida. Yeah, but like the apartment isn't flashy, the bed is uncomfortable, so yeah, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. The furniture is outdated, but it works. And for the price, it's what we need. We've got space, we've got Wi-Fi, we've got local amenities, and most importantly, great views. So yeah, it's honestly, it feels safer. Like before we came here, before Macedonia and Albania, we spent just roughly under 2 weeks in the UK, and honestly I feel much more safer here than I lived in the UK. Like yeah, people think back home that Albania is sketchy, but if you walk through now any city in the UK, especially at night, you'll just see chaos. You see crazy people, drunk people, people on drugs. Anyway, I'm not going to go into too much details, but like here, we're in like a tourist part of the UK. Yeah, it feels safe. Of course, there's a few dodgy people here and there, but they just leave you be. If you don't kind of get caught up in that and you're sensible, then you have nothing to worry about. But yeah, so I'm not here forever, but it's a good base for another couple of months where I'll share more of my journey with you. So yeah, if you're still watching, which you are, maybe you're in the same spot that I am or I was, and you're probably tired of where you are, and you're just ready for something new. Now, you don't need to be an expert, you don't need to be rich, or you don't even need to be confident. You just need to start. And this isn't about escaping your problems. It's about giving yourself a real shot at true freedom. Because I'm still just figuring it out. And you know, if you're wanting to follow the journey and see how far this can go, then of course hit subscribe, and I'll share with you the wins, the losses, and everything in between, so you can learn from my experiences, and hopefully you can join me, and we can do this together, because this is kind of lonely, not gonna lie. So I'd love to have other people kind of join in the journey and connect. So yeah, again, thanks for watching, and see you till next time.